And I told you what it was all about. I told you then it was not being driven by science. It was not being driven by a desire to help people get well. Because at that time, they said there was no cure for the virus. And they also said that the drugs that were being used, which actually helped a lot of people, they had suspicions for them and weren't convinced they should be used. And then I told you at that time that it was all about vaccines. They're going to try to get you vaccines. And I also said they were not going to be genuine vaccines because there's an agenda behind it. Well, you have since learned that what I told you a year ago is true. It's interesting that after many people had gotten the first dose, they were told they might need a second and a third dose. This is crazy. Why didn't they know from the beginning it will take 3 doses? Why didn't they know that? Why didn't they know that from the beginning? In fact, I remember watching Bill Gates, who actually said they're going to need 2 or 3 doses. And he's not even a doctor. He said they're going to need 2 or 3 doses. So it wasn't about science. If it's science, they would know the dosage. They would know. Imagine if you went to a doctor and the doctor said, well, you might need 2 or 3 tablets a day. He had to be specific. You need 3 tablets a day or 2 tablets a day. He's got to know what he's doing. He can't say 2 or 3. So it tells you, it wasn't about science from the beginning, just like I said. And several others. This is not just because of the prophetic word, but even experts from the medical fields have said the same thing. Experts, some of the topmost in the industry, have spoken about these things. They've spoken against the vaccines. They have given their voices. But those who ought to listen may not be listening. And God only knows why. But I can show you from the Bible why. Why they haven't listened so far. Lots of experts have spoken already. In fact, some months ago, I showed you a video of doctors from the World Doctors Alliance. And they came together, many doctors, and they addressed these issues. Let's just watch a few minutes of it, just to remind you. Just the introductory part.
My background is molecular biology and immunology, and I'm also here as president of the World Doctors Alliance and supporting ACU2020.org. It's my pleasure to be with my colleagues, including Dr. Heiko Schöning, Dr. Mohammed Adil, and we're here to say that there is good news.
Now you can stop. So this is the president of the World Doctors Alliance, and with her colleagues, and they discuss these things. And then also we have legal issues about what's been happening. So the top lawyers in the world